What if the Nazis invented a time machine, and in the last weeks of the Second World War they decided to send a crack SS team into the future to create a Fourth Reich? What year do you think they would aim for? 75 years is a round number. Most witnesses to the Holocaust would be dead by then. So let's do a thought experiment. Suppose a group of Nazi time travelers materializes in Europe in March 2020. They are shocked at the ultraliberalism of Western society. They marvel at our digital technologies. They discover to their horror that black American music has conquered the world. But then they watch Hindu mobs in Delhi beating left-wing students with iron bars. They see the far-right Vox party flood the Spanish media with violent rhetoric against migrants, feminists and the left, gaining 3 million votes in the process. They discover that 1 million Chinese Muslims are interned in something very like concentration camps and that nobody cares. Once they figure out the internet and work out what a meme is, a cartoon frog saying honk honkler makes them smile. Their smiles broaden as they read that a German army unit has been dissolved because it is irreparably infiltrated by neo-Nazis. Digging deeper, they realize that all the ideas in their own heads, racial purity, male supremacy, anti-Semitism, and leader worship, are circulating globally on Discord channels and WhatsApp groups between millions of angry people. As they acclimatize, they realize that something even bigger is brewing. There's a disease. It's killing people. As the COVID-19 virus rips through America, they watch far-right demonstrators take to the streets, some armed with automatic rifles, protesting for the right to catch it. George Floyd is murdered. The alt-right bulletin boards seethe with anticipation. This is it. Boogaloo, the white supremacist code word for a second American Civil War. As tens of thousands march to protest about Floyd's death, they are attacked by far-right militias, sometimes interoperating with the police. Trump loses the election, but being from the 1930s, our Nazis are not surprised at what happens next. He summons a racist mob to the US Capitol and incites them to storm the building. Nor are they surprised to see Republican lawmakers justifying the attack. Politicians fronting for violence is the standard operating procedure from their time. As the far right begins a 4-year insurgency against the Biden administration, what do our time-traveling Nazis do next? They relax, buy popcorn, and watch the fun. Their mission was superfluous. Fascism is back, but of its own accord. Something else got there first. But what? And what can we do about it? This book is my attempt to answer that question. When my generation chanted "never again" at Nazi skinheads in the 1970s, we assumed this was a fact, not an aspiration. Fascism was history, the product of social hierarchies that could never return, triggered by a type of economic crisis that could never be repeated. We had good grounds for believing this. Ernst Nolte, the German historian who began the comparative study of international fascism in 1963, had declared the phenomenon dead. We've seen all possible variants of fascism, said Nolte. It is a finished episode. As the digital age arrived, breaking the monopoly over information held by states and companies, it seemed that elites could never again manipulate public opinion in the way Hitler and Mussolini had done. As late as 2008, the historian Giuseppe Finaldi could write in a university textbook on Mussolini, "Fascism has little to say now, and many of its obsessions seem not just absurd, but incomprehensible." We assumed that because we had recorded the truth about fascism, it could never re-emerge.